York-based East Kingston producer cooking up a fiery juggling. Chemist at the controls with one Matic.
Intellectual the people edition, kakam fire full of like Remington, fully charged up, eager fi.
My place.
Chemist in East Kingston. Born and raised in Jamaica, moved to the US aged 19, no regrets.
Well, I like sound, you know. I like playing music, you know. And from this, I just find a love for just listening to the instrumentals. So I just find out my father just get the thing them and I just start building him.
It seems so easy, but it's not really all that easy, or it's a little bit too easy for some of the people in the old school though, you know. Now you just pull something down from the internet and you do this and you do that and bam, you have a rhythm. Well,
technology. Technology caused that, but you know, you still have to have that groove, you know, you have to have that within you, you know. You have to have that zest, you know, put together an instrumental. You can't just get up and just do it like that, you understand? You have to have it in you.
But the oldsters say that quality goes out the door when it's so easy, when things are just at your fingertips.
I think it's the same thing to them. Who taught them? You know what I mean? I think they just get up and do it as well too, you know what I mean?
Yo, Chemist, world where we live in, it crazy.
Them no like with Noah Power and ZJ Liquid his breakout groove, but then came COVID.
The diaspora over there is just as the one out here, you know what I mean? Nothing miss a beat.
So what hits in Jamaica automatically hits in New York?
Sometimes, and sometimes what hits in New York not really, you know, correspond to Jamaica.
What do you think the New York dancehall market really is into? What turns them on up there that's maybe a bit different from Jamaica?
Well, clarity. You know what I mean? Once they hear what you're saying, you know what I mean, they get to relate to it more. Because there's, you know, that diaspora is more really American based. So you find out, say they want to actually hear what you're saying, you know, versus Jamaica, we know what they must say, naturally, you understand? So I think that's the only thing.
And the big thing for Chemist is one Matic Juggling featuring new dancehall sensation Skeng, as well as Intense
Full up your rifle them.
and Governor, among others.
Put your trust in a people, you're dead quicker.
I go very apart from me about 13, you know, living in Jamaica, you know, so you know, we always keep that connection there throughout the years, you know what I mean, and you know, I'm always there on him, you know. Well, it was supposed to be a single at first.
For Governor?
For Governor, and then we came to a conclusion, we're like, you know, I want to feel like you alone for the on it, you know.
Seminar, go and let my gun for me. Not TV for mother and my son call me.
But I was fixing up the beat, because I already started it, and him just say, yo, keep playing it, and going at the boat, and we just started from there.
Could I never be a rat, try that a Babylon and them never see you back.
We have one sound, you know, the snare, but kind of with that set signify as a trap sound, but we never really go for that sound, you understand?
So what sound were you going for?
Dancehall, just do what feels, you know, the feel it, you know, it's not really a sound, you know, it's the feel of the music, you know. And, you know, and I would say I would go for that sound, that feeling.
Then now it's about the voices.
Yeah.
So what next? What happened?
Well, first, I think me and them say, you think about Skeng. So I say, yeah man, Skeng bad, you know. Give Skeng the rhythm and history, you know. I bring names where them normally get, coming from New York.
So basically, you had the Governor connection, which gave you the Skeng connection.
Yes. Thing just take off from this, and then we just start put other people on the rhythm. Intense, high water.
Squeeze, clap it up.
Critical.
Tell me about it, if you know where I come from.
So what is it about Skeng that appeals to the market right now in Jamaica?
The sound is new, in voice, commanding, different. And people like different. Things are more fast now, so when they hear that, they must say, yo, this different, you know, so I work with this.
What's different about a gun tune?
I'm voice. Nobody sound like him. Bad.
Do you have a point of view, do you have an opinion about the kinds of tunes that run Jamaica right now? And those tunes are gun tunes, or in the case of Intense, like a scammer tune?
Music are music, you know. Just like a movie, you know. You understand?
Just like a movie, meaning what?
If it's a gangster movie, it's just a movie. I don't think if you take nothing more from it. You know what I mean? If you want to fantasize and listen to music and do what you do, that's cool. But if you do the act, I can't steer you. I'm not really try to get into that.
The more should zip, Nicky see 30 to the clippy keep.
That project is big in Jamaica.
Yes.
All of those names are big in Jamaica.
Yes.
Are those names big in New York right now?
Yes, definitely. You know what I mean? Everybody's awaiting them because most of them don't start travel as yet. If you look upon the music that's really played in New York, like it's more 90s driven, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's heeding for that new sound, you know what I mean? The Yankee them want to hear that what's popping in Jamaica, you know what I mean? So with that alone, them anticipate anything coming out of Jamaica.
New buzz, fresh expectations, but the big names still the names we've long known. You really think that people like Skeng and Intense can cross over into the US mainstream?
Of course, it's just a matter of time, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure Sean Paul, Buju, all of those names you call, it didn't happen just like that. It's over time, the numbers accumulate, you know what I mean?
But is the current trap sound what the market wants from Jamaica?
I don't think that it sounds the same. The whole cadence is different, you know what I mean? I mean the structure, well, music is music, so it has the structure away, right? But I don't think the sound is the same.
But you talked about clarity earlier on. That clarity isn't there. Americans can't understand what these guys are saying.
Well, I'm not gonna understand the slangs, you know, but once they're into it, I'm sure. If there's a problem, we really and truly not pay no attention. We just do what we do, you understand? The new era, we just do what we do. If it work, it work.
Number one rule is to never get caught. Not in a them mind or in a them thoughts.
A track with his artist Sage, more world music than his other stuff.
I actually do songs with that Stone Boy, Afrobeat, a lot of different genres.
It's easier to do all of that in New York because it's the ultimate melting pot.
No, not necessarily. It's easy to do anywhere. You just have to have the outlets, you know. Basically, the internet, you know what I mean? Just base it on the internet. Because not because I'm in New York, it's making us easier. If it don't sound good, it's not gonna work.
So Skeng and Intense, they're going to have to be there to
yeah.
help push it and
In
market
time,
it.
in time,
and do the clubs and do the small gigs and build up a following like what Shaggy did, like what Shabba did, like what Sean Paul did. They had to put in the groundwork. They had to walk to radio stations and do the interviews. And they had to have the discipline and the right attitude. These guys have that.
Yes, they do. You know what I mean? They just want the opportunity to show that, you understand? Once them get the opportunity, I'm sure they're going to come out on top.
And they're going to take the vaccine.
Well, I don't know that. I did have to ask them that.
It's November. The Americans are very straightforward about it. You can't come up here unless you take the vaccine.
Well, if them have to go do that, them have to go do that, you know. You know? Eventually, everybody would have to take it, right?
You took it.
I never take it. No.
You didn't take the vaccine.
Not as yet.
Why not?
I wait. You know what I mean? I have to see what I go on first.
You're waiting, but you also have a weight issue, you know. COVID love people of your size, you know.
I guess so. But yeah, man, I work on it. I get to it.
How did relocating to New York change your perspective on things? How did it make you different?
In America, it's business first, then the music after. You understand? You write a song, everybody have to take out split sheet. They want to make sure so everybody get them fair share before we even come out of the studio. So, you know what I mean? It teach me the structure of business and how it for really go before a song is being released. You can't just put up a song on YouTube and it's not on iTunes. You have to make sure say everything is uniform. One day, everything up.
So why you think that message is taking so long to get through here?
Them not really know what them are doing. Them just a try a thing. Them just go with the flow. You understand? So it all just boil down to the man from the boys. You understand? Who is really about the business and who just do it for the hype.
How long you think it's going to take before you mention a name like a Skeng or an Intense, like how Americans talk about Sean Paul, Shaggy?
Not long. Remember, Popcorn is streaming. Popcorn is just as big as a Sean Paul in America, you know. And you know what I mean? And he's amongst the youths as well too. So
you stand by that. Popcorn is just as big as Sean Paul in America.
Yes.
But the numbers don't compare.
We'd have to see that.
He thinks Skeng's next out of the door.
Really and truly, no pressure. I just have to do with him. You know what I mean? And just do what I do.
Dark, Spanish town.
Does he have to clean up the gun songs?
No. It work. We never have a clean version for gunmanship. And it worked. So I don't think we change that.
Or maybe we just don't care about violence in Jamaica
It's
anymore.
not violence.
Well, how you mean it's not violence?
No, man, me call it fantasy, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to feel bad, you know. I want to know nobody, you know. If we stop sing gun song, violence not stop, you know. It will still go on. Remember, it go on before Christ, so who are we to come change that? Music not going to change that. You just have to have right people in the right corners, you know what I mean? Like people will actually know what them are doing. We not play around. Remember, Chemist records and RMG, you know, no joke thing in it, you know. Yeah, man.
Chemist set on cooking up another hit, Juggling, but One Matic still firing on the airwaves.
Never lie, you